If you're like me and your kids have either moved out of the house.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Bye.
See you later.
See you later.
Be safe.
Bye.
Or getting ready to move out of the house, then this video is going to be right up your alley. Hi, I'm Kevin Grolig. I'm a real estate agent with Compass located in Potomac, Maryland. And thanks once again for checking out the latest video in my series, Real Kevin. So a little bit about me. I have 4 kids ranging in ages from 26 to 35. Don't tell them I said this, but thank goodness they've all moved out of the house.
Bye.
For me, there's now more time to enjoy some of the things I want to do versus some of the things that I have to do. Some of these new things you may want to enjoy are traveling, new hobbies, 80s heavy metal concerts, or simply new adventures. For those of you who find yourself in this situation or rapidly approaching this situation, today's video covers the 7 signs that it's time to downsize. So let's get started. Number 1 sign, your nest is empty and staying that way. Chances are when you purchased your current home, there were a few more people living underneath your roof. If your kids have flown the coop and will not be returning, you probably have more space than you need. Even though the sentimental value of this space may be high, the expense of maintaining, cooling, and heating this space is something you can't take lightly. First thing to consider is how much space do you really need? Would 1 guest room be sufficient when friends and kids come into town? How much of your current home do you use on a daily basis? Try keeping track of it for a month. You may be surprised. I suggest that you look at the space you have in your current home with a critical eye. If you simply do not need all the space that you currently have, it's probably time to make a move. Number 2, it makes financial sense. There may be several reasons why it makes financial sense to downsize. You may want to enlist the help of a real estate agent and tax advisor in order to determine the true costs and benefits of making a move. It's important to know what you can sell your current home for and the net proceeds you'll receive from the sale. You also need to take into consideration what the cost would be of the next home. There may be tax implications involved, so having a trusty accountant may be helpful. If you stand to improve your financial health by downsizing and setting yourself up for a more secure retirement, it is definitely worth considering a move. Hey there, I wanted to do a quick break from our video about downsizing to let you know that if you're thinking about making a move or considering a downsize, I'm right there with you. I would love to help you, but I can only do that if you contact me. Feel free to either call or text message me direct at 240-793-7495. Now, back to the video. Number 3, you're ready for a change. Now, this is a big one. Maybe you've already made lifestyle changes, but your current home doesn't fit this new life. You may have selected your home years ago. Most likely that decision was made on the size of the home, potentially school districts of the home, as well as maybe community amenities that your family could enjoy. These days you might find that you're not using the space, the amenities, and certainly the school district. Maybe you want to travel more, but the stress of home maintenance is holding you back. If the thought of a new place to call home with less maintenance and more conducive to lock and leave sparks your interest, it just might be time to consider downsizing. 4, you feel overwhelmed. Let's face it, maintaining a home is a lot of work. If you're maintaining more house than you need, then your work is even harder. Personally, I like to think I have a high level of energy. But there's no question, year after year, I'm losing bandwidth. I find it much more valuable to spend my energy in places of enjoyment, not obligation. Think about what is most important to you in this new life and what accommodations would be best to achieve that. Number 5, you have time and energy to dedicate towards the move. Let's face it, moving is never easy, but you might be in the best possible position for a move right now. That might sound crazy, but hear me out. It might be tough to pare down and purge, but it ultimately means you'll be moving less stuff. And we all have stuff. Less to pack typically means an easier move. The chances are you have more time to dedicate towards the move now that you're not shuttling kids back and forth between soccer practices and dance class. In fact, you may be at a stage in your life where you can move at your own pace with ample time to plan. If you're at a place in your life where you have the time and energy to commit towards downsizing and embracing your new life, do it. You deserve it. Number 6, aging in place may not be an option. I wish it weren't so, but aging is inevitable. It happens to the best of us. I know this isn't something that you want to think about. However, you should take an objective look at your house and determine, could you live there if you had serious mobility issues? This smacked me right in the face 18 months ago when I ruptured my Achilles tendon playing tennis. For nearly 2 months, I was unable to walk up and down steps or get into the shower by myself. This event for me was truly eye-opening. And speaking of eyes, it can happen in the blink of an eye. After taking an objective look, if you couldn't comfortably age in your home, it's time to consider the benefits of downsizing and what that could mean for your long-term enjoyment. Number 7, your friends are moving. Are your friends starting to move and rave about how they love their new lifestyle? Annoying, right? I can't tell you how many times I help one family downsize just to be contacted a few weeks later by their friends looking to do the same thing. It happens all the time. If you're suffering from FOMO, that means fear of missing out, that's totally normal. If you're ready to join your friends and meet other new people, then it might be the perfect time to consider a move. Heck, why should your friends have all the fun? Well, there you have it. The 7 signs it's time to downsize. Do any of these signs sound familiar? If so, contact me directly by phone or text at 240-793-7495. You can also download my free guide to the 7 signs it's time to downsize by clicking on the link in the description box below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, comment, or better yet, share the video with a friend. Thanks once again for checking out the latest video in a series, Real Kevin. See you next week.